Focusing on yourself rather than others is essential for personal growth and well-being. By directing your energy inward, you gain clarity about your goals, values, and emotions. This self-awareness allows you to make decisions that align with your true desires, rather than being influenced by external opinions or expectations. When you prioritize your own development, you become better equipped to handle challenges, maintain inner peace, and ultimately live a more fulfilling life. We can explain it with following point. Number 1. The impact of small changes. Have you ever paused to consider how even the smallest changes in your behavior or mindset could not only transform your own life, but also create ripples that extend far beyond your immediate circle? These tiny adjustments, often overlooked, have the potential to shake up your world in profound ways, influencing both your inner experience and the external environment. Imagine if the solution to some of the biggest challenges you face isn't something you need to search for outside, but is already within you. The teachings of ancient wisdom, particularly those of Buddha, emphasize this inward journey. These age-old lessons, which have stood the test of time, could hold the key to finding happiness and fostering better relationships today, just as they did centuries ago. Rather than endlessly seeking answers in the external world, what if the real power lies in introspection? Today, we're exploring how the timeless wisdom of Buddhism can enhance our self-esteem and spread a wave of positivity that touches everyone we interact with, offering us not just personal growth, but also the ability to contribute to a more harmonious world. Number 2. Applying ancient teachings. Buddhism is much more than a philosophy or religion. It's a practical guide for living a life filled with peace, compassion, and clarity. At its core, it teaches us to stay present, to approach life with kindness, and to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. These simple yet profound practices equip us with the mental and emotional tools to navigate life's challenges with a calm mind and a warm heart. But the beauty of Buddhism is not just in its teachings, but in how applicable these lessons are to our daily lives, even in our modern, fast-paced world. From finding joy in the smallest moments, like the warmth of a morning sunbeam or the comfort of a shared smile, to building resilience in the face of adversity, Buddhism offers a roadmap for living well. It's about more than just improving ourselves. It's about understanding that our growth is interconnected with the well-being of others. By applying these ancient teachings, we can contribute to a world that is not only happier, but also more compassionate, where each person's progress is seen as a step toward collective harmony and peace. Number 3. The journey of personal growth. The path of personal growth is not a solitary journey. It is one that deepens our connections with others and helps us to build a more compassionate community. With each step we take towards understanding ourselves better, we also strengthen our ability to relate to and support those around us. This journey is about more than just self-improvement. It is about contributing to the collective growth of our society. As we share the wisdom and insights we gain along the way, we help to create a community of individuals who are all striving towards the same goal: a more thoughtful, caring, and peaceful existence. If you are seeking ways to bring more peace, happiness, and purpose into your life, you are in the right place. In this journey, we will share heartwarming stories, practical advice, and thought-provoking insights that can help you uncover the answers you have been searching for. The wisdom we are about to explore may be ancient, but its relevance to our lives today is undeniable. Stick with us, and you might just find that the answers you've been looking for have been within you all along, waiting to be unlocked by these teachings. Number 4. The power of forgiveness. Embarking on the path of self-discovery is a noble pursuit, but it's also a journey that invites us to contribute to the world in meaningful ways. One of the most powerful lessons we can learn along this path is the art of forgiveness. This journey isn't just about understanding ourselves, it's also about using that understanding to light up the world, even in its darkest moments. By focusing on self-improvement in a way that deepens our empathy and care for others, we can make a significant impact. Forgiveness, in particular, is a transformative practice that has the potential to break cycles of pain and suffering. As we explore how Buddha's timeless teachings can enrich our lives, we will also discover how forgiveness can be a powerful tool for creating a more compassionate and loving world. Together, we can embark on this voyage of introspection and transformation, learning how to let go of past hurts and embrace a future filled with peace and harmony. Number 5. Understanding karma. Understanding the concept of karma is crucial in Buddhism, as it teaches us that every action we take, whether positive or negative, has consequences that reverberate through our lives. Karma is not a system of punishment or reward, but a natural law of cause and effect. When we hold on to resentment, we perpetuate a cycle of negative karma, trapping ourselves in a web of suffering. However, by choosing to forgive, we can break free from this cycle, paving the way for greater peace and happiness in our lives. It's important to recognize that forgiveness, especially in the face of deep betrayal or trauma, is not an easy task. It requires tremendous patience, compassion, and self-reflection. Forgiveness in Buddhism is seen as a process, a journey that may unfold gradually over time rather than happening all at once. By understanding karma and embracing forgiveness, we can release ourselves from the burdens of the past and create a brighter, more positive future. Number 6. The process of forgiveness. Practicing forgiveness in Buddhism is one of the most profound acts of self-liberation. When we let go of resentment and choose to forgive, we are not just doing it for the benefit of others. We are freeing ourselves from the emotional shackles that bind us to the past. This act of letting go opens our hearts to greater love, compassion, and joy. The Buddha wisely said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule." Through the practice of forgiveness, we can break free from the cycle of suffering that hatred and resentment create. Forgiveness allows us to move forward with our lives, unburdened by the negativity of the past, and to cultivate a life that is filled with peace, harmony, and understanding. By choosing forgiveness, we not only transform our own lives, but also contribute to a more compassionate and loving world. Number 7. Living with intention. In Buddhism, living with intention is about more than just setting goals. It's about consciously directing every aspect of our lives towards what truly matters to us. This involves aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with our deepest values and aspirations, rather than allowing ourselves to be swept along by external circumstances or the expectations of others. Living with intention is about recognizing the impermanence and preciousness of life. Buddhists believe that life is fleeting and filled with uncertainty, making it all the more important to make the most of each moment. To live with intention means to clarify what truly matters to us, what brings us joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. By reflecting on our values and priorities, we can make decisions that are in harmony with our true selves. This clarity allows us to set goals that are not just about achieving success in the conventional sense, but are about living a life that is meaningful and aligned with our deepest aspirations. Number 8. Practicing mindfulness. Another key aspect of living with intention is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in each moment, aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. It's about paying attention to the here and now, rather than getting lost in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. By cultivating mindfulness, we become more attuned to our intentions, allowing us to make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. Living with intention also requires us to take responsibility for our choices and actions, recognizing that we have the power to shape our destinies. By practicing mindfulness, we can ensure that our daily actions are not just habitual or reactive, but are purposeful and aligned with our deeper goals and values. This conscious approach to living allows us to lead a life that is not only fulfilling, but also rich with meaning and purpose. Number 9. Gratitude and appreciation. Living with intention also involves cultivating an attitude of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. In a world that often encourages us to constantly strive for more, it can be easy to overlook the blessings that already surround us. Instead of being caught up in the endless pursuit of future goals or dwelling on past regrets, living with intention teaches us to fully embrace and savor the richness of each moment. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can develop a deep sense of contentment and joy. Gratitude allows us to recognize the beauty in the ordinary and to appreciate the simple pleasures of life. In Buddhism, living with intention means living consciously, purposefully, and authentically. It's about aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with our deepest values and aspirations, and embracing each moment with mindfulness and gratitude. This approach to life not only brings us greater fulfillment, but also helps us to create a more positive and compassionate world. Number 12. The role of a mentor. Having a mentor in your life is like having a personal guide on an expansive, often challenging journey of self-discovery and understanding of the world around us. A mentor doesn't just offer advice, they provide invaluable insights drawn from their own experiences, helping to illuminate your path and offering wisdom that can be transformative. Imagine embarking on a grand adventure, an adventure where the terrain is unfamiliar and sometimes daunting. A mentor acts as your seasoned companion, someone who has walked the path before and knows both the beauty and the pitfalls that lie ahead. They don't just give you directions, they provide you with a map, highlighting the shortcuts and warning you of the rough patches, giving you the confidence to move forward even when the road seems uncertain. In the quest for enlightenment, a state where one attains deep truths and inner peace, a mentor's guidance can be particularly invaluable. They help you see the bigger picture, encouraging you to explore and push your boundaries while also offering the support needed to overcome obstacles. Through their wisdom, mentors inspire us to reach for higher levels of understanding and self-awareness, making the journey not just less intimidating, but also more fulfilling. Number 13. The benefits of sharing failures. In our society, success is often celebrated, but the true value of sharing our failures is equally significant, if not more so. When we openly discuss what didn't work out, we provide others with the opportunity to learn from our mistakes, helping them avoid the same pitfalls. This act of sharing normalizes failure as a natural and necessary part of the learning process, removing the stigma that often accompanies it. By being candid about our missteps, we contribute to a culture of continuous learning and growth, where mistakes are viewed as valuable learning opportunities rather than setbacks. Sharing our failures can be just as enriching as sharing our successes because it fosters deeper connections and mutual understanding. It allows others to see that they are not alone in their struggles, and it reinforces the idea that growth often comes from the challenges we face and the mistakes we make along the way. Moreover, by reflecting on our failures, we gain new insights and perspectives that can lead to personal growth and a more profound understanding of ourselves and the world. In the end, sharing our experiences, both good and bad, not only helps others, but also contributes to our own ongoing evolution as we continue to learn, adapt, and uncover new truths about ourselves and the world around us. Number 14. Mindfulness and awareness. In Buddhism, cultivating patience is not merely about waiting for the right moment. It is an active practice that involves mindfulness, a profound awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations as they arise. Mindfulness encourages us to be fully present in each moment, observing our experiences without judgment or attachment. This heightened state of awareness allows us to recognize when impatience or frustration begins to surface, enabling us to respond rather than react impulsively. Through mindful observation, we can witness the transient nature of these emotions, understanding that they rise and fall just like waves in the ocean. By creating a space between stimulus and response, mindfulness equips us with the clarity and objectivity needed to approach life's challenges with wisdom and skillfulness. Instead of being swept away by impatience, we can choose to navigate difficult situations with calmness and grace, ultimately leading to a more peaceful and balanced life. Number 15. Acceptance and non-attachment. A cornerstone of Buddhist practice is the cultivation of acceptance and non-attachment, which are essential for developing true patience. Acceptance involves embracing reality as it is, without resisting or trying to change it to fit our desires. This doesn't mean passive resignation, but rather a deep understanding that life is full of uncertainties and that our expectations often lead to disappointment and suffering. By practicing non-attachment, we learn to let go of our rigid desires and expectations, freeing ourselves from the mental and emotional turmoil caused by craving and aversion. This doesn't mean that we stop caring or striving for goals, but that we release the need to control outcomes. When we let go of attachment to specific results, we can find peace amidst the unpredictability of life. Patience, in this sense, is about maintaining inner calm and composure regardless of external circumstances, allowing us to live more harmoniously with the ebb and flow of existence. Number 16. Letting go of ego. In Buddhism, the concept of letting go of the ego is fundamental to achieving true spiritual freedom. The ego is often seen as the source of many of our attachments and aversions, leading to a distorted sense of self that is separate from others and the world around us. This illusion of a fixed, unchanging self creates a barrier to genuine happiness and peace, as it fosters desires, fears, and conflicts that are rooted in a false understanding of reality. By transcending the ego, we begin to see the interconnectedness of all life and the impermanence of all things, which leads to a profound sense of liberation. Letting go of the ego does not mean losing our identity, but rather loosening the grip of self-centeredness that narrows our perspective. Number 17. Meditation for ego. Meditation is a powerful practice in Buddhism that aids in the process of letting go of the ego. Through meditation, we cultivate a state of deep inner stillness and awareness that allows us to observe the workings of the ego with clarity and detachment. As we meditate, we learn to recognize the thoughts and feelings that arise from the ego without becoming entangled in them. This practice helps us to see the ego for what it is, a collection of thoughts, memories, and perceptions that do not constitute our true self. Meditation offers a space where we can let go of the ego's influence, experiencing a deeper sense of peace and liberation. Over time, this practice can be transformative, as it fosters a greater understanding of impermanence and interconnectedness, the realization that all things are in constant flux and that we are not separate from the world around us. By regularly engaging in meditation, we can gradually dissolve the boundaries created by the ego, leading to a more compassionate, insightful, and liberated way of being. Number 18. Continuous learning. The pursuit of continuous learning is a vital aspect of personal growth and fulfillment in life. Embracing lifelong learning keeps our minds active and open to new ideas, experiences, and perspectives, which in turn enriches our lives and helps maintain mental vitality. In Buddhism, this mindset is seen as essential for spiritual development, as it encourages us to remain curious and receptive to the lessons that life has to offer. By integrating learning into our daily routine, we stimulate and engage our minds, preventing stagnation and fostering a sense of purpose. Whether it's through reading, exploring new skills, or reflecting on personal experiences, continuous learning allows us to adapt to changing circumstances and deepens our understanding of the world and ourselves. This ongoing process of growth and discovery not only enhances our intellectual capabilities, but also contributes to our emotional and spiritual well-being, enabling us to live more meaningful and fulfilling lives. Number 19. Financial wisdom. Financial wisdom is an often overlooked aspect of achieving happiness and peace of mind. In Buddhism, mindful consumption is emphasized as a means to attain contentment and reduce suffering. Managing money wisely involves a clear understanding of one's income and expenses, as well as the ability to make thoughtful purchasing decisions that align with our values and long-term goals. Creating and adhering to a budget is a practical way to ensure that we live within our means, avoiding the stress and anxiety that come from financial instability. Moreover, mindful consumption encourages us to consider the impact of our spending habits on both our well-being and the environment. By making conscious choices about how we use our resources, we can cultivate a sense of financial security and contentment. This prudent approach not only leads to greater peace of mind, but also frees us from the constant desire for more, allowing us to focus on what truly matters in life. Number 20. Balance between self-care and community service. Finding the right balance between self-care and community service is crucial for living a fulfilling and interconnected life. In Buddhism, self-care is seen as essential for maintaining the physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being needed to support others effectively. By prioritizing self-care, we ensure that we have the energy and resilience to engage in community service without becoming overwhelmed or burnt out. However, self-care should not be an end in itself. It is a means to equip us to contribute to the greater good. Engaging in community service brings a deep sense of satisfaction and enhances our overall well-being, as it fosters supportive relationships and creates a sense of purpose. When we balance self-care with community service, we enrich our lives by connecting with others and contributing to the collective welfare. This balance allows us to experience the joy that comes from helping others while also maintaining the self-nourishment necessary to sustain our efforts over the long term. By cultivating this balance, we can lead lives that are not only fulfilling but also harmonious as we integrate the care of ourselves with the care of our communities. If you like my video, then please subscribe my channel for more interesting videos.